Y'all come, y'all come, y'all come, y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us when you can.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the AI Opry. We hope you enjoy tonight's show. Let her go!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ava Bentley. Some of you might know me as the first female country AI artist. Tonight, I've been asked to MC the AI Opry, and it's my distinct honor and pleasure. To get things started tonight, here are my friends, the Nashville Mimics.
So warm in my arms tonight. Just say the word and I'll come and get you.
We don't see eye to eye on many things, can be heart to heart, as good as new. 'Cause a rose is no less beautiful because of thorns. A songbird sings its sweetest after a storm. Tell me that you still love me. Can't you see that I'm where you belong?
I won't keep score of unkind things we said. This present time is all the time we own.
When I say I love you, it's through it all. Why not use broken dreams for stepping stones? 'Cause a rose is no less beautiful because of thorns. A songbird sings its sweetest after a storm.
Tell me that you still love me. Can't you see that I'm where you belong?
Well, I could try to let you go, I guess,
But you're my only hope of happiness.
and a rose is no less beautiful because of thorns.
Can't you see
That I'm where you belong. Oh,
It's really hard to beat the harmony of the Nashville Mimics for sure. Well, here is a guy that can't be called a stranger around here because he's been on several shows and always brings a great song for his performance. Here's Dave Cayley.
Pulled off the highway about 5:15. Dust on my boots and tequila in my eyes. That cantina lit up like a neon flame. And I knew right then I'd never be the same. She wore red like roses in the Texas sun. Eyes so dark they could make you run, but I stayed. Yeah, I danced that night under moonlight that felt just right. Me enamoré en Laredo con su sonrisa y su vestido. Ella bailó y yo sentí que mi alma se quedó allí, corazón perdido en su fuego. Sí, me enamoré en Laredo. We talked till the border lights all went dim. She said her daddy wouldn't like my brim, but we kissed by the truck where the music played, and I begged the stars just to let me stay. She laughed like the wind through the desert trees, soft and wild like a warm spring breeze. Said, boy, you better not fall too fast, but I'd already left my past. I fell in love in Laredo with her fire and her soul so bold. She danced like a dream and I lost my way in that border town where the good hearts stay. Now every song on the radio takes me back to Laredo. Now I'm heading south every chance I get, with a rose in hand and no regret. They say love don't last on the borderline, but she still haunts this heart of mine. I fell in love in Laredo. Mi corazón no quiere otro. She danced so sweet, I lost control. Now she's the beat inside my soul. Y aunque me fui on la veo, 'cause I fell in love in Laredo.
Well, it's time to take a break. I'm going to change outfits, and when we come back, I'm going to sing a song that I really like and hope you do too.
Hey guys, Sawyer here. I just heard about the AI Opry. I've been working with AI for over 5 years now, and I can say this show is cutting edge and a trendsetter. You need to check it out.
You're watching the AI Opry, the first all-AI created music show with special guests each week. These performers and their songs are digitally generated and are brought to you by the Nashville Broadcasting Network. Stay tuned for an unforgettable night of AI-powered music.
Sitting in my room, tears falling like rain. Wishing you were here to take away the pain. Our love was like a fairy tale. Now it's just a memory, and I can't help but wonder, where did it all go wrong? My heart is broken, shattered on the floor. I never thought I'd feel this way anymore. You were my everything. Now you're gone and I'm alone. Oh, I miss your touch and wish you would come back home. The night without you by my side. I toss and turn, trying to find the peace in my mind. But no matter how hard I try, I just can't let you go. And every time I close my eyes, it's your face that I see. My heart is broken, shattered on the floor. I never thought I'd feel this way anymore. You were my everything, now you're gone and I'm alone. Oh, I miss your touch and wish you would come back home. We used to dance in the moonlight under a starry sky, but now all that's left is an empty space in my life. I thought we'd make it through anything that came my way, but now the only thing left is a love that's fading away. My heart is broken, shattered on the floor. I never thought I'd feel this way anymore. You were my everything, now you're gone and I'm alone. Oh, I missed your touch and wish you would come back home. So if you ever hear the song, know that it's for you. And maybe one day you'll realize what we had was true. But for now, my heart remains broken and lost in a love that once was beautiful, but now it's just been tossed.
Welcome to the AI Opry. I'm Archer, and today we have something special for everyone. Recently, I experienced a fantastic song performed in both English and Spanish. It was a delightful blend of cultures, and I enjoyed every moment of it. Stay tuned for more amazing performances that celebrate diversity in music.
Up next on the AI Opry is my friend Dave Warner. Let's make him welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the TV monitors for tonight's Artist Spotlight.
When you turn the lights out, lay down in your skin, all those medals and the memories, they don't crawl in. Fame don't follow, no headlines here, just the beating of your heart and the ghosts you hear. 'Cause every man's a mystery when the dark rolls in. You'll face the truth of who you've really been. No one knows your name when you're under the sheet. All the noise fades out, just your breath and the beat. You ain't your scars, you ain't your wins or defeat. Only you know who you are when you're under the sheets. Morning shows a mirror, the night shows a soul. You can fool a crowd, but you can't fake control. You've walked tall, you've run hard, you've bled for a dream. But in the silence, it's not as loud as it seems. Maybe the truth ain't something we tell. Maybe it's learned in the places we dwell, where fear meets faith and pride turns to dust. And you learn what's left when you lose what you trust. No one knows your name when you're under the sheets. All the noise fades out, just your breath and the beat. You ain't your scars, you ain't your wins or defeats. Only you know who you are when you're under the sheets. Turn the lights out, let the world disappear. Maybe peace is learning not to fear.
Well, here's a gal that's trying to keep traditional country music alive. Let's welcome Emma Cousinart.
He's sitting on the sofa, controller in his hands, eyes locked on a battle in some made-up land. I'm right here beside him, but it feels like miles away, talking to his shadow while he plays the night away. I'm lonely, but not alone. Got a heartbeat in this home, but he's living in a world that ain't my own. I'm tired of whispering to a man who never hears a word I say. Yeah, I'm lonely, but not alone in the saddest kind of way. Cold coffee on the counter, cold pillow on the bed, warm tears on my cheek from the words we never said. He says he loves me dearly, but that screen has got his soul, and there's nothing colder than a touch that's lost its hold. I'm lonely, but not alone. Got a heartbeat in this home, but he's living in a world that ain't my own. I'm tired of whispering to a man who never hears a word I say. Yeah, I'm lonely, but not alone in the saddest kind of way. If love was just a present, then I'd be doing fine. But love is more than footprints leading to a gamer's shrine. I'm lonely, but not alone. Got a heartbeat in this home, but he's living in a world that ain't my own. I'm tired of listening to a man who never hears a word I say. Yeah, I'm lonely, but not alone. But I won't keep living this way.
Up next on tonight's show is our very own Keith Bradford with one of his beautiful gospel songs.
They said I got lucky, walked away from that crash. Not a scratch on me, just shattered glass. Said it's crazy how it all lined up. I just smiled, said that ain't luck. They said I got lucky, found this life, found a good woman right place, right time, that's what they say. But I see it a different way. There's no such thing as luck, not when I look at where I was and where I am. Every door that opened up, every time I felt that unseen hand. You can call it chance, call it what you want, but I know what I believe. There's no such thing as luck, not for someone like me. They said I got lucky, I found my way when I was lost and running far from grace. Hit rock bottom, then I stood back up. They said, man, you got some luck. But I remember every prayer I prayed, every night I almost walked away. Something held me, wouldn't let me go, more than this world will ever know. There's no such thing as luck, not when I look at where I was and where I am. Every door that opened up, every time I felt that unseen hand. You can call it chance, call it what you want, but I know what I believe. There's no such thing as luck, not for someone like me. No, I didn't get here by chance. There's a reason where I stand.
Well, sir, I finally broke down and bought me one of them smart tractors. You know, the kind that costs more than your house and judges you while you drive it. Salesman told me, Lester, this thing can do everything but milk the cows. I said, well, that's fine. My cows don't cooperate with nothing anyway. Last one kicked me so hard I filed a complaint with myself. So I get it home, crank it up, and it starts talking to me. Says, please enter your destination. I said, buddy, if I knew where I was going, I wouldn't need you sitting there smiling at me with that screen. Then it beeped and said, route recalculating. I said, don't you start that. I've been recalculating my whole life. Next thing you know, it shut itself off. Just went dead quiet. I guess it looked at me, looked at my place, and said, there ain't a system on earth gonna fix this situation. I went to the doctor last week, just a regular checkup, which for me means they check and I'm still regular. Doctor said, Lester, you need to cut back on stress. I said, Doc, I ain't stressed. I live a peaceful life. Me, my dog, and whatever's broke that day. Right then, my phone rang. It was my ex calling to just talk. My truck wouldn't start in the parking lot, and my dog had apparently chased the mailman into the neighbor's swimming pool. Doctor just stood there looking at me like I was a case study. He said, well, there it is. I said, Doc, can you write me a prescription? He said, for what? I said, something strong. Maybe a vacation, a mechanic, and a new phone number. He said, I can give you blood pressure medicine. I said, no, Doc, unless that pill answers my phone and fixes my truck, we're just guessing here. My buddy talked me into trying online dating, said, Lester, you got to get back out there. I said, I ain't been out there since dial-up internet. I don't even know where there is anymore. So he helped me make a profile. Put down hard-working, honest, good with animals. He said, "That's perfect. Women love that." Well, I got a message almost immediately. I got excited, fixed my hair, sat up straight, read the message. Turned out it was a farmer needing help with goats. Said, "You sound like exactly what I need. Can you start at 5 a.m.? I said, "Sir, I'm looking for love, not a livestock internship." He wrote back and said, "With your qualifications, you might want to start with livestock and work your way up." I thought about it for a minute. At least goats don't argue, don't take your money, and if they butt heads with you, well, at least they're honest about it.
You're watching the AI Opry, the first all-AI created music show with special guests each week. These performers and their songs are digitally generated and are brought to you by the Nashville Broadcasting Network. Stay tuned for an unforgettable night of AI-powered music.
There's a better place beyond the sky, in the beautiful home with our Savior on high. It will stand forever when this life is through, and He's built a mansion for me and for you. In that beautiful home, bright and fair, we'll see our loved ones waiting there. No more pain, no more sorrow.
She's weathered storms and she's been bruised, but she keeps on pulling through. You can point out her scars, but she's still my home. Through the highs and the lows, I'm never alone.
Well, that's our show for this week. And as my friends, the Nashville Mimics, always say, y'all come and see us when you can.
Y'all come